So these just came in the mail. Alpha Aminos by Cellucor, fruit punch flavor. Cannot tell you how long I've been craving these for weeks. Best combination in the world. Cranberry juice cocktail, fill up in a glass, then mix this stuff in there. That is the best tasting thing your taste buds will ever taste on planet Earth. And before some of you guys give me crap, I thought you said amino acids were next to useless in your last video. I said they're not worth going out and spending the extra money on, and I did not spend any money on these. I got the hookup from Cellucor. I was able to help you guys out if you want them for discounted, and to use a 20% discount code and free shipping on Cellucor.com for these. But that's not my point here. My point here is that what I said when I said that they're next to useless is that when you have your protein intake on point, when you're taking in a good solid whey protein shake, when you're getting your full protein intake for the entire day, you're hitting your amino acids. You're getting all the amino acids that you need. So there's almost no benefit to going out of your way and buying extra amino acids unless you simply just prefer them. Some people just like them. They like the taste of them. Some people just like the idea of having them when they're in a caloric deficit for competition training, having them during your workout. You know what? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. My only point was when you have your protein intake in check, free-form amino acids are not really needed because you're already getting them in your protein. And some people got really, really butthurt at that when I said they're next to useless. But I didn't mean that amino acids in and of themselves are useless, because clearly they're the building blocks of muscle and recovery. I meant that you're getting them already. So to go buy free-form amino acids is literally just spending money on extra thing that you don't need because you're already getting it if your protein intake is in check. And as far as the free-form single amino acids like glutamine and all that, you get an abundance of that in your whey protein already. So guys, if your protein's in check, that's all you need. That's what I meant by your amino acids. However, I know a lot of you still like using them, and that's totally fine. That's your preference. It's just like how I love using pre-workouts still, even though they're not needed to gain muscle. Totally fine. If you do want to try out an amazing combination for amino acids, this bad boy, Alpha Amino by Cellucor, fruit punch flavor, with cranberry juice cocktail, that one specifically, the best tasting combination you'll ever try in your life. So shout out to the Pase One, THEPASE 1 ONE on Twitter for giving me this idea. It's steaming hot water in a water bottle for a heated foam roll effect, because I think I don't know what I did to my calf. I thought it was a pull or a strain like I told you in the last video, but the thing is the pain isn't right in the muscle belly when I flex. That's a good indicator if it's a strain or not. The pain is at rest. If I'm just chilling, when I'm laying down, it's the worst. When I wake up in the morning, it's excruciating pain for 30 minutes in any position, completely relaxed. So the pain's there even while at rest, which is not normal for a strain. And it's causing a numbness kind of going into my feet and even a little bit up into my hamstring. I'm not sure if it's my sciatic nerve. It's not going all the way back up here into my back. But it's like a slight numbness I can feel even in my hamstring. I can't even really stretch without it hurting. So to help loosen it up a little bit, doing some light foam rolling. I called the doctor to get it checked out, but I can't get in until Wednesday. And it's Monday for you guys that don't know. Oh, so I'm really hoping that this doesn't affect squats or deadlifts. But this hot water bottle foam rolling thing works really well. I'm going to try it today and keep my fingers crossed that because squats or deadlifts don't use direct calf flexion or calf activation, that maybe I can get away with it once I loosen myself up a little bit. I'm really hoping, but it's definitely slightly alarming, the symptoms here. So Wednesday I'm getting it checked out, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't become more serious. Also forgot to mention that I'm pretty positive it's directly tied in with my former ankle injury, because this is the leg that I rolled my ankle on back in October. It was the size of a grapefruit for those of you who haven't been subscribed long enough to know. And my ankle is why I was out of doing legs for a long time, and it's why my squat was so unbalanced because I was compensating on this right leg a lot. And it's why my squat essentially is so weak right now compared to my other lifts. And I finally, like I said in my last video, got my full balance back on squats, like fully mobile now in both legs. But I think because the left leg had been so baby for so long, that when I went and did heavy calf training, I think that's what messed it up. It's a guess. So it's not necessarily like a new injury altogether. It's like a side effect almost from the same ankle injury I had, kind of coming back and kicking me in the butt now. But it's not too bad. I'm hoping as long as I can still squat and dead, I'll still function with it. So fingers crossed. Day 1 of Hypertrophy week, week number 2. All Johnny has me doing is maximum clean reps on 320 pounds.
Come on, bro.
Feel a numbness kicking in at the bottom a little bit. It's good though.
Dude, that's some shit, man.
Nice, bro.
There's your hypertrophy right there, man.
So deficit deadlifts. This is again day 1 of week 2, hypertrophy week, and remember, each week has a different goal, but each week will help to benefit the next week after it. So it's periodization, it's tackling all your weak points, and it's strengthening up the different areas that need to be strengthened up from the floor up, so your overall strength is improved. And we're doing deficit deadlifts, which is an exercise I was actually just kind of stressing about the fact that I wasn't doing anymore, and bam, I come to find that it's back in the program again, so I'm happy with that. Deficit deadlifts are a deadlift done with a deficit, meaning I'm standing on a 1.5 inch platform. As you saw, it's a thick 45-pound plate on top of a 1/2 inch mat, giving me about 1.5 inches off the ground, which is going to make the bar 1.5 inches lower than it normally is, meaning your starting point is going to be from a much lower starting point, and the rep is going to be much harder, so you're not going to be able to use as much weight as you normally would. I have a full video on deficit deadlifts. Just YouTube search Nick Wright deficit deadlift, and I break it down very in-depthly. But long story short, it trains the bottom explosive portion of the rep. So when you strengthen your deficit deadlift up, and then you go back to your regular deadlifts will be much stronger off the ground, giving you a much stronger and faster explosion off of the floor, aka an overall better, stronger, cleaner deadlift. So today was 320-pound squat for max reps, followed by 3 sets of 8 reps with deficit deadlifts, just enough to create hypertrophy. Closed. I missed them by 11 minutes. They close at 4 freaking p.m. Oh my god. So, my take on it, having had some sports injuries in the past, definitely a pinched nerve is in there. I don't know where. I think it's the calf. I want to say it's at the top of like the gastrocnemius, like right underneath the knee. I'm really not sure, because I feel electric pain affect my hamstring as well. And it's very possible that that's the nerve in my calf is shooting up to my hamstring. I was feeling it in the deficit deadlifts, which is why I couldn't get my butt down as low as I wanted to, because anytime I squatted below that position that I was deadlifting in, I'd feel the electric pain shoot up underneath my knee. And what's really making me nervous is the fact that it's making things numb. It's a numb electric feeling that goes into my toes and a little bit in my hamstrings. I'm grateful that it did not affect my workout, so I had a great workout with it. It's just a little nerve-wracking, the fact that it's numb and this painful at a rested position. That's a little discomforting, just because I don't want it to become something more serious. But I'll keep you guys updated on it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for commenting, watching, liking. And like I said, at least on the plus side, we had a successful workout. It didn't interfere with the working out. Knock on wood. Gotta be grateful about that. So I'll keep you guys updated, keep you in the loop. Subscribe now. Peace. So this thing's called a Sazim. Looks like an iPod. These even look like headphones. How much did it cost?
It wasn't a nice Sazim, but it's $40.
$40. And what it does is it sends basically electricity, electroshock, whatever you want to call it, into the pads, and then they obviously give shock therapy to whatever part of your muscle that they're on. So right now I have them at the top of my gastrocnemius and right on my soleus. And you see that flexing? That's not me flexing. That is the actual electricity within these things. My leg's totally relaxed right now. And you can change the settings on what type of pulsation you want. Right now it's on all of them. You can change how hard you want it to go. You can change the time you want it set for. But it's pretty crazy. My dad got this for his lower back because he has some nerve issues in it, and then it just so happens to come in handy for this right now, so I'm trying it out. Pretty impressive.
They got sandals too.
Buy a t-shirt, nwblifestyle.com in the info box below. Tank tops, t-shirts, hoodies, dog tags, you name it. Support and represent the lifestyle you live.